Namaskar, dear students. Prayers to Ma Sharda. We are discussing first lesson, electric charges and fields. Today is the last lecture of theory portion. We are preparing from NCERT text. Okay, and this theory is not included in your textbook, but this is important for NEET G preparations. Okay, very interesting topic. The topic is Gauss's law from Coulomb's law. See, Coulomb's law is useful to find electric field produced by a point charge. Coulomb's law is used to find electric field produced by a point charge, and Gauss's law is useful to find electric field produced by continuous charge distribution, but they are correlated. Okay, so let us obtain Gauss's law from Coulomb's law. Okay, see here. What is Coulomb's law? I am starting with Coulomb's law. Okay, Coulomb's law. It is, we can write like this: F equals to K Q1 Q2 upon R square. Okay, two charges are there. Suppose Q1 and Q2. Okay, stationary charges at distance small r. Then this is scalar form of Coulomb's law. Okay, now can be written as F by Q1 equals to, now K can be written as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into Q2 by R square. We can write like this. Okay, now what is F by Q1 actually? We know that F by Q1 is electric field intensity, E. Okay, electric field, or say electric field intensity. Okay, force on unit charge. Okay, so E equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 by R square. Okay, so can be written as E into 4 pi R square, I am bringing it left hand side, equals to Q2 upon epsilon naught. Okay, now we can write this as integration ds for total surface area for, suppose, a sphere, okay, of radius small r. Okay, integration, suppose this is ds. Okay, and this is actually sphere, 3-dimensional figure. Okay, so integration of ds, the total surface area, is 4 pi r square. Okay, so I can write here, therefore, now at certain distance electric field is constant in magnitude. Okay, so I can write like this: integration E ds, surface integration, equals to Q2 by epsilon naught. Now if I consider this as E ds into 1 equals to Q2 by epsilon naught. 1 can be written as cos 0. Okay, so therefore integration, surface integration E ds cos 0 degree equals to Q2 by epsilon naught. Okay, this is like E ds cos theta. So I can write integration E dot ds equals to q2 by epsilon naught. Actually, where 0 degree is the theta. Okay, I can consider E like this. Okay, so q2 can be written as sigma q. Okay, q2 is the suppose net charge. Okay, so surface integration E dot ds equals to sigma q upon epsilon naught, and that is flux we know. Okay, so we have obtained Gauss's law from Coulomb's law. We began with Coulomb's law, okay, ended at Gauss's law. Okay, repeating Coulomb's law, F equals to k q1 q2 upon r square for two stationary charges q1 and q2 at distance r. Okay, now dividing by q1. Okay, so it will be q2 and k is replaced as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. This is called electric field intensity or say electric field. Okay, 4 pi r square I will bring it like this, left hand side. Okay, that can be considered as surface integration of a sphere. Okay, 4 pi r square. And then EDS can be multiplied by 1 and 1 can be considered as cos 0. Okay, so finally it is surface integration of electric field, that is vector E dot vector ds equals to q2 upon epsilon naught. But what is q2? We can consider q2 as net charge. Okay, so it is sigma q. So surface integration E dot ds equals to sigma q upon epsilon naught, and we know that this gives us flux. And this is called Gauss's law. Okay, easy.